Welcome. Thanks for jumping on in. Listen, we're still doing devotions. We're currently at the hospital, so I had to record this before. We are now probably in the process of having another baby. So that's exciting. So keep us in your prayers. My name is Pastor Frank. You know me. If you don't know me, I'm so glad you jumped in. Like this video and please hit that subscribe button. You already know it helps me. So I really wanted to make sure we did this still, and I wanted to get through this book of John because it's so important. So let's just jump into it. John 18. This is the conversation now with Jesus and Pilate. Jesus is captured. They have him. Just take a look at this. Then Pilate took Jesus and had him flogged. The soldiers twisted together a crown of thorns and put it on his head. They clothed him in a purple robe and went up to him again, saying, "Hail, King of the Jews." They slapped him in the face. Once more Pilate came out, said to the Jews gathered there, "Look, I am bringing him out to you to let you know that I find no basis for a charge against him." When Jesus came out wearing the crown of thorns and purple robes, Pilate said to them, "Here is the man." As soon as the chief priests and their officials saw him, they shouted, "Crucify, crucify." But Pilate answered, "You take him and crucify him. As for me, I find no basis to charge him." So at this moment, like there's no reason to really charge him. Pilate doesn't want to go through with it. He doesn't find any fault. He's feeling a little guilty. In another gospel, it's one of the other gospels, his wife actually has a dream to not kill this man. So there's a lot of burden on him. He's seeing, I don't think I really want to do this, but the crowd is still screaming, "Crucify him, crucify him." The Jewish leaders insisted, "We have a law, and according to that law, he must die because he claimed to be the Son of God." Whoa. When Pilate heard this, he was even more afraid. Imagine the man that you have that you're about to crucify is literally, you're hearing that he's the Son of God. This man is claiming to be the Son of God. We need to kill. Like, he knew, all right, well, time out. I don't think I want to do this anymore. So when he heard this, he was even more afraid and went back inside to Jesus. So he's back in there again. "Where do you come from?" he asked Jesus, but Jesus gave him no answer. "Do you refuse to speak to me?" Pilate said. "Don't you realize I have the power to free you or crucify you?" Jesus answered, "You would have no power over me if it were not given to you from above. Therefore, the one who handed me over to you is guilty of greater sin." Wow. So Jesus is saying, just because you think you have the power, there's someone above you. There's a God above you who is giving you the power that you think you have right now. Woof. So verse 12, from then on, Pilate tried to set Jesus free. Now this is even after Barabbas. Like, now Pilate's trying even more. Like, let's just get rid of this. Like, this doesn't have to happen. But the Jewish leaders kept shouting, "If you let this man go, you are no friend of Caesar. Anyone who claims to be a king opposes Caesar." When Pilate heard this, he brought Jesus out and sat on the judge's seat at a place known as the Stone Pavement. It was the day of preparation of the Passover. It was about noon. "Here is your king," Pilate said to the Jews. They shouted, "Take him away, take him away, crucify him." "Shall I crucify your king?" Pilate asked. "We have no king but Caesar." Now all of a sudden, they hold Caesar to a high esteem. Finally, Pilate handed him over to them to be crucified. Jesus could plead his case and say, "Listen, I have done no wrong. I am up here wrongly accused. I would like a trial." But this had to happen. This had to go on so that our sins could be washed away. And even in this moment, Pilate feels in his heart, this is wrong. Like, why is this even? He doesn't even understand what's going on because it's greater than him. It's bigger than him. It's bigger than what the Jewish leaders are doing. It's bigger than what the soldiers are doing. The scriptures that are being fulfilled, the prophecies that are being fulfilled in this point is just, it's God setting up the stage for how he's going to save the world, how he's going to save you, and how he's going to save me. So listen, as I just close this today, check out the last couple chapters of John, or if you're in a different gospel, begin to read them and just see how Jesus goes through this moment in his life that was difficult, that was hard, but he endured it, and he goes through it. And we're going to check out the rest tomorrow. So, hey, God bless you. Listen, get into the chapter. This is going to blow your mind. See you tomorrow, family. Adios.